Have you ever wondered where all your money goes each month? You know that feeling of getting your paycheck and just a few days later seeing your balance almost at zero without even understanding how it happened? Yeah, that's the first sign you need to take control of your finances. The first step, and maybe the most powerful one, is simple. Write down everything you spend. Every coffee, every delivery, every subscription, even that just for today expense that seems harmless. Why? Because until you know where your money is going, it will keep slipping through your fingers without you even noticing. Creating a budget isn't just for rich people. It's a tool for anyone who wants to build wealth. Take your monthly income and divide it into categories: housing, food, transportation, leisure, and of course, savings. Every cent needs to have a destination. And no, it's not an exaggeration, it's called strategy. When you organize your spending, something magical happens. You gain clarity. And with clarity comes control. And with control comes the freedom to make conscious choices, including saving money every month. Now that you're tracking where your money is going, here comes the most challenging, but also the most liberating part: cutting out what isn't essential. And here's the truth: you don't have to live a life of extreme sacrifices, but you do need to make choices. The difference between someone who builds wealth and someone who struggles month after month lies in the small, everyday habits. You know, those subscriptions you no longer use. Streaming services, apps, discount clubs. Each one may seem harmless on its own, but together they take a significant amount from your pocket every month. And worse, without bringing any real benefit, and eating out every day. The delivery that's become routine, the impulse purchases made when you're bored, stressed, or trying to reward yourself for a tough day. All of that drains your money without building anything in return. Cutting isn't about stopping life, it's about prioritizing what truly matters. It's about saying no to the unnecessary so you can say yes to your dreams. Imagine redirecting that money month after month into an emergency fund, an investment, something that actually gives you returns. That's financial intelligence. Remember, every smart cut is a step toward freedom. It's not about living with less, it's about living with more purpose. If you really want to change your financial life, now is the time to rethink your spending. Open your statement, look at it bravely, ask yourself, is this bringing me closer to my goals or further away? Cutting expenses isn't a punishment, it's a growth strategy. Now that you know where your money goes and have started cutting the excess, it's time to give direction to your effort. Because without a goal, your money is just numbers in an account. And you're just spinning in circles, not knowing if you're making progress or just staying busy. Setting clear financial goals is what turns discipline into motivation. And we're not talking about vague dreams like, I want to have more money. That's too generic. You need to be specific. Ask yourself, how much do you want to save? What are you saving for? How soon do you want to reach that goal? Maybe it's building an emergency fund, paying off that debt that keeps you up at night, replacing your car without falling into a bad loan, or even starting to invest for a peaceful retirement. When you set a goal, your brain starts working in your favor. Every financial choice now has a reason. You spend less because you want to travel with your family. You say no to impulse buys because you want to move out of that rental. You save more because you have a deadline, a plan, a purpose, and more. Goals act as milestones for progress. Every achievement, even a small one, gives you a sense of victory, and that gives you the strength to keep going. So stop now and think, what do you want to achieve financially in the next 3 months? And in the next 12 months? Write it down, put it on paper, keep it visible. Make this goal something real, because when your money has a purpose, your life starts to truly change. If there's one thing life loves to do, it's surprise us, and not always in a good way. A flat tire, a broken appliance, a health problem, an unexpected layoff. These things don't give warnings, they just happen. And when we're not prepared, everything falls apart. Panic sets in, then loans, then a credit card with interest that grows like a snowball. And just like that, the budget you worked so hard to organize falls apart. That's why having an emergency fund is not a luxury. It's a necessity. It's the foundation of your financial safety. It's the shield that protects your plans. When life throws a curveball, this fund should cover 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. And that's not just rent or utility bills. It's everything: food, transportation, healthcare, kids' school, everything you need to live without struggling. But here's the thing: this money must be separate, easily accessible, but not touched. For just anything. It's not for a new phone. It's not for that irresistible sale. It's for real emergencies, those that would truly throw your life off balance if you didn't have a safety net. You can start small, no problem. The important thing is to start. 100 Rs a month, 50, whatever is possible. Over time, it grows. What matters is consistency, not the initial amount. Having an emergency fund is like sleeping peacefully, knowing that if something happens tomorrow, you won't panic. You'll handle it calmly, with control, with dignity. If you really want to build a solid foundation for your financial future, you need to understand this once and for all. Saving is not optional. It's essential. And here's a game-changing secret. Don't wait until you have money left over to save, because the truth is, if you don't decide in advance, there will never be money left. Everyday small expenses eat up any amount without you even noticing. That's why you should set aside a fixed amount as soon as the money hits your account, even if it's just $10 a week. Yes, you read that right, $10. Sounds like little, right? But look at this. $10 a week is $40 a month. In a year, that's $480, and that's with just a symbolic amount. Now imagine if you manage to save $50 a month or $100. More important than the amount is the frequency. Someone who consistently saves $50 a month will see more results than someone who tries to save $500 once and never again. What really works is building the habit and sticking to it every month without fail. And to make your life easier, don't rely on memory or willpower. Automate it. Set your bank app or digital wallet to transfer that amount as soon as your salary hits. Make this an unbreakable commitment to your future self. This consistency will create a safety cushion that gives you freedom. Freedom to deal with the unexpected, to seize opportunities, to say no to what holds you back, and yes to what brings you closer to your dreams. Don't underestimate the power of saving small amounts. Underestimate the danger of saving nothing. Now that you've learned to save with discipline, it's time to take the step that truly changes the game, making your money work for you. Saving is important, but investing, that's what really speeds up wealth building. And here's a secret that many wealthy people already know, but hardly anyone tells you. You don't need to be a financial expert to start investing. You don't need thousands of dollars. You don't need to understand charts or spend all day watching the market. You just need to make smart choices, and one of the safest and most efficient is to start with low-cost index funds. These funds, also known as index funds, follow the performance of major indexes, like the S&P 500. That means when you invest in them, you're putting your money into hundreds of the largest US companies at once, with balanced risk and consistent long-term returns. And the best part, you can start small. With $50, $100, $200 a month, you're already in the game. What matters most isn't how much you start with, but when, and the sooner, the better. Because time is the best ally for those who invest wisely. Now think about this. What if you had started 5 years ago with $100 a month? Today, you'd have invested $6,000, but with compounded returns, that amount would already be larger. And in 10, 15, 20 years, We're talking about true financial freedom. No magic, no shortcuts, just consistency and strategy. So the question isn't, how much can I invest today? The question is, when will I stop postponing the life I want? Because the best day to start investing was yesterday. The second best is today. Want to know what silently drains your financial energy month after month? High interest debt, especially credit cards, personal loans, poorly planned financing. You know that feeling where money comes in and disappears. You pay, and the debt doesn't shrink. That's because interest is eating your income alive. It's like trying to fill a leaking bucket. You'll never see real progress while that hole remains open. Let's be real. Paying just the credit card minimum, for example, is the worst trap. If you owe $1,000 and only pay the minimum, you could end up paying double or triple that amount due to accumulating interest. And the worst part? You might not even notice. The bills keep coming and you get used to surviving instead of thriving. But here's the good news. You can turn this around. The first step? Take control. List all your debts. See the total amount owed, the interest on each one, and the installment amounts. It might hurt, but it's necessary. It's like cleaning a wound. Only by healing what's hidden can you start to recover. Then, focus on paying off the debts with the highest interest rates first. If possible, renegotiate. Swap expensive debts for cheaper options, or consolidate them into one payment with a lower rate. And believe me, every paid-off debt is a victory. It's like removing invisible chains that keep you from moving forward. Less debt means more free money, more freedom, more opportunity to invest, to realize dreams, to build a peaceful future. Getting out of debt is more than a financial goal. It's an act of self-respect. So don't wait. Start today, because every dollar you pay with focus is one step closer to independence. Did you know there's free money waiting for you? That's right. Money you can double, triple, or even quadruple just for making the right decision. And this money doesn't require you to earn more. You just need to take advantage of the retirement benefits your employer offers. I know it sounds too good to be true, right? But let me explain. Many companies offer retirement plans, like the 401k in the US, where they match part of what you contribute. That's like an extra bonus you're missing out on. Imagine this. You contribute $200 a month to your retirement account, and your company adds another $100, $200, or even more. That's literally free money, and it's not just about today. Over the years, those contributions can grow, multiply, and create a much more secure future than you imagine. The sooner you start, the more powerful the effect of compound interest. $1 today can turn into 10 tomorrow, simply through consistency. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Oh, but that's for retirement. I've got plenty of time until then. I won't need it anytime soon. Let me tell you a secret. The earlier you start investing, the faster you'll see the results. And more importantly, the longer you wait, the more you'll miss out. Retirement isn't something you leave for later. It starts today. Every dollar you put into your retirement account is a step closer to a financially secure future. And all this without you needing to make sacrifices or spend a lot of time. Now, the decision is in your hands. Will you let that easy money go? Or will you grab this chance and take your financial life to the next level? The power is in your hands. Retirement isn't something that happens to you. It's something you create. Now let's talk about a secret many people already use to transform their finances: increasing your income. That's right. It's not just about cutting expenses or saving, it's also about earning more. Here's the key. The more you earn, the more you can invest in your future. And the good news, you don't need to wait for a promotion or a salary increase to take that step. The opportunity is right in front of you right now. Maybe you've heard of freelancing, consulting, or even side businesses. And believe me, it's not just for people with a lot of time or money. You can start today. in your spare time, with something you're passionate about or something you're already good at. For example, if you're good at writing, you can offer online writing services. If you're good at design, you can create logos and offer those services to small businesses. If you have manual skills, you can start selling the products you make. And the best part, you decide how much you want to work. And check this out. With these side gigs, the extra money you earn can be the fuel that speeds up your financial planning. You know that debt you want to pay off, that savings goal that seems impossible. With a little more effort and creativity, it might be way more achievable than you think. Imagine you start earning an extra $500 a month. You could invest that money, pay off debt faster, or even build your emergency fund. In a year, that's already $6,000 extra in your pocket without having to change jobs. Now think big. What if you could make $1,000, $2,000 or more? The possibilities multiply, and the future you dream of gets even closer. What you need to understand is that extra income isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. If you want a future of financial freedom, you need to start seeing every opportunity as an investment in yourself. Are you ready to start? No matter your current income level, with extra effort and financial intelligence, you can reach your goals faster than you think. Now go make it happen. Here's the secret that all millionaires know, but not everyone has the patience to apply. Consistency is what separates those who achieve financial freedom from those who fall behind. A lot of people want fast results, want to see money grow overnight. The truth is, the path to financial independence isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. And just like any marathon, the secret is persistence. Now imagine this. If you invest $500 every month consistently, whether in index funds, stocks, or any smart investment over the years, that amount grows. Not instantly, but exponentially. Because compound interest starts working in your favor. That's when your money begins to multiply. For example, if you start with $500 a month for 10 years, you could end up with over $100,000, depending on the return rate. Not because you started with a huge amount, but because you were consistent. The key isn't big leaps, but small and steady steps. However, patience is crucial. You might not see immediate impact in the first few months or years. But remember, time is on your side. Every time you pay off debt, every time you put money into your retirement account or invest even a little, you're building your financial foundation for the future. Don't get discouraged. The journey might be slow at first, but every choice you make now brings you closer to your goal. The secret is to believe that every small action matters. Every dollar you save, every step you take, builds momentum that over time becomes unstoppable. Remember, wealth doesn't happen overnight. It happens through smart decisions, consistency, and yes, patience. Financial success is the result of a long-term mindset, and you're on the right path. Now ask yourself, what can I do today to take one step closer to my dream financial future? The key to growing financially isn't just making the right choices, it's also about constantly learning and adapting to new situations. The financial world is always changing, and if you don't keep up, you risk falling behind. That goes for investments, debt, savings, even the way you think about money. Imagine you're running a race. At first, you might not know all the tricks or strategies, but over time you learn what works, what doesn't, and you improve your skills. That's exactly how you should treat your finances. Never stop learning. There are books, courses, podcasts, and even mentors who can help you improve your financial mindset, make better decisions, and understand new investment opportunities. And the best part is today, more than ever, you have access to a whole world of knowledge right at your fingertips without even leaving home. Let's talk about a simple example. Say you're just starting to invest. In the beginning, you might make a few mistakes. Maybe you buy stocks from a company that doesn't perform well, or you choose an investment that doesn't fit your profile. But the good news is, Mistakes are part of the process. What matters is learning from them and adjusting your strategy. When you learn, you grow. And when you grow, your finances grow too. This isn't just about theoretical learning. It's about putting what you learn into practice. Every time you tweak your strategy, learn from a mistake, or spot a new opportunity, you're building a stronger financial future. The key here is never stop looking for ways to improve. Here's what you can do right now. Learn something new about finances, read a book, watch a video, or even talk to someone with financial experience. This kind of learning will not only give you more confidence, it will also give you the right tools to reach your goals. And finally, remember, the financial world changes, but you have the power to adapt. Don't let lack of knowledge or fear of failure hold you back. Learning is a continuous journey, and you're on the right track. The more you learn, the more prepared you'll be to face any situation and reach your financial goals. Now imagine where you could be a year from now, 5 years, or even 10 years if you keep learning and adapting. You could be the one sharing your financial experiences with others. Financial growth starts with learning. If you're enjoying this content and believe these tips can transform your financial life, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. That way, you'll stay updated on all the tips and strategies that will help you achieve your financial goals. And if you know someone who's struggling to get out of poverty and build wealth, share this video with them. Together, we can shift our mindset and start building a future of prosperity and success. Now tell me in the comments, which of these tips are you going to put into practice today? Let's walk this path toward financial success together.